We back. It's the Boxing Clinic and more. I told you guys we was gonna talk about the Bob Arum comments about Tank Davis and how Floyd Mayweather set him up. We gonna put all that Tank, Lomachenko, Mike. You can put all that in the one live stream later on today, probably in a couple hours, depending how the way shit fall. But it's your boy CJ Goodfellow back with the Boxing Clinic. Don't forget to subscribe, share the videos, man. We coming hard, man. We coming from that number one spot, and on this YouTube ish, man. And I wouldn't have it any other way. But yeah, man, I got an interview. I'm gonna link in the description, man. I placed the Tank video with this one because I said I'm gonna do the live stream with the Tank and all that in just one video. Should be nice and lengthy. Might be longer than that hour and 30-minute live stream we did the other day. So be prepared for that. Bring your comments. We do Q&A after that. But Bob Arum doubled down on what people forgot, and is if it's not going on ESPN, it ain't gonna happen, man. A lot of us have fantasies about Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence, or Lomachenko, Mikey Garcia. In this interview, I'm gonna link from Fight Hype. It's very short. He says that I'm tired of negotiation with Mikey Garcia. He hard to negotiate with. He always saying I'm loyal to Showtime, and he's Steven Espinoza, and Bob Arum is mad that he won't budge on coming to ESPN. Bob Arum feels like he got the deepest pockets, or he got to be on ESPN. Golden Boy budged because Jorge Linares threatened to sue them for not for getting in the way of the Linares and Lomachenko fight for him, and Golden Boy wanted to be on HBO. It was going to be the featured bout after the Triple G Canelo 2 replay, which that didn't happen. And then Ali and Maguire took over last night for that time slot. And that's why he had an earlier fight with Lomachenko and Linares last night, because they didn't want it to intertwine with the Triple G Canelo rematch replay. So that was huge, and that fight didn't even happen. And I was telling people that fight wasn't going to happen, but hey, I don't know nothing. So they fought tooth and nail to get that fight on ESPN, and Bob Arum ultimately he won. He had the leverage. He got Linares to come on ESPN, and Bob Arum does not want any of his fighters going to another network. Now remember, Lomachenko went over to Showtime to get that belt from Gary Russell. That's because Gary Russell and Al Heyman won that purse bid. He don't want none of his fighters to go to Showtime or HBO, nothing like that. He feels that, and this is earlier articles that I did on him, that Showtime and HBO has a limited subscriber base. With him being on ESPN, he feels he got unlimited subscriber base where it's basic cable. Everybody gonna tune in to see it. But at the end of the day, his fights are not doing that much better numbers than ESPN and Showtime. Gennady Golovkin drew a 1.5. It was the highest cable rated bout. Pacquiao did extremely numbers. So that's Pacquiao fighting on regular TV. That's once in a lifetime type of ish there. Okay. With Jeff Horn. But as far as his Lomachenko breaking down, he did like 1.3. I think Wilder Ortiz or Stavern rematch did like 1.2. So, and Showtime has the most limited subscriber base of all of them. Showtime, HBO, ESPN. They just don't have the subscriber base of HBO, and then obviously ESPN is free. It's a basic cable subscription, so you don't have to have no subscriptions. Basic cable. So, and another fight he did was 1.5. The Jose Ramirez fight was like 700K or something like that. He not doing out the number. He not doing out the water numbers. He not blowing nothing out the water. His numbers are failure compared to what HBO was doing. Or what they did back in the day on premium TV. Paid subscription. HBO used to do 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 million views in Boxing After Dark. And this is a basic cable where everybody has access to this channel, and they doing basic numbers. So he's not sending nobody over to none of his fighters over to another network. You can forget about it. It's either come over to ESPN and fight Terrence Crawford or not. And I feel that Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, as long as they with Al Heyman, it's not going over to ESPN unless it's a big money. And like Bob Arum said in this interview, I send Mikey Garcia a number. If he take it, he don't take it. It is what it is. I'm not negotiating with him. So he said if you take the number from Lomachenko, he take it. If not, and that stands for everybody involved. Earl, if you don't like the number with Crawford, Don't take him. And Terrence Crawford gonna realize the situation that he in with Bob Arum. He will not get the fights that he wants anytime soon. And I've been saying that. We crossing our fingers, hoping that they're gonna fight. That shit not gonna happen. Unless both of them blow up really, really big. And Bob Arum said this Garcia and Lomachenko thing we get into later on the live stream is gonna turn into a Mayweather Pacquiao thing. And I'm like, if you predicting that, man, fuck it. I don't give a fuck about the fight. I'm not going through that again. But yeah, ain't no fighters going over to ESPN going over to Top Rank ESPN going over to Showtime HBO. You can forget about that. You really could. Don't even say nothing about it. I'm trying to tell you, these fights that y'all want, Crawford, Thurman, Crawford, Spence, and whoever else you want, it's not going to happen, bro. While Bob Arum still breathing. Y'all know what it is. TBC and where we go.